Hello there, and today I will be teaching you how to open up a deadbolt lock. You can find this part of a deadbolt lock in the front of the lock. All you need to do, unscrew it and remove it. What you need, the lock, the keys that came with the lock, tweezers, and a round object to place the lock back together. I do admit I do not have the proper materials, but even without the proper materials, you can still open up a lock. Now, before we begin, you need a flat surface. So, let me just zoom this in, and here it is. No, closer. Here. There is a small nib about here, right there in your locks, and what you have to do is push the nib in and turn this outside casing out. It's somewhat difficult to do, so yes, and there. Once you have it out, you should see these two parts right here, these two, the back parts, disassembled. Let me zoom in on this. And there. And focus here. This is what you should have, these three parts. And there's also a part inside there. Don't worry about it for now. Now you have this pin. Remove it, place it on the ground, and and shake out the small spring that's there with it. Now you have this part. All you need to do now, push in the key, turn the key this way, and then slowly let it loose. And you can use this to follow it, but you don't have to. Now, before you let it out, one away fell out. Let me see. This looks like it's a driver pin. Yes, right here. See? There's one right there. Make sure you keep note of the position of all these if you want to put it all back together. If you're rekeying it, it doesn't really matter. Now you can see this part of the key. No, lock, sorry. This part of the lock. Remove it. You can see the holes the holes inside it. That is where these things go. Oh, you probably didn't see that. Here you go. There. So, what I did was just remove it and dump it in a line, like that. For all of you who did not see, which basically is everyone. Now just shake all of them out. Shake this, try and get everything out. There. If you can see, there are 4 of those there, and 5 of those. The thing is, I removed one of them for experimental purposes, and haven't really put it back. So yeah. Now you can see the parts of the lock. If you're rekeying it, dispose of those parts and put them in. Now, if you ever wondered how a lock works, check out the next video, which should be out after this. But now, how to put it back. If you followed these instructions, it should be simple. All you need to do, use the tweezers, pick these up. You don't need the tweezers for these. Oh, there goes one. You can use your fingers, which is actually a little more accurate, and place them in one by one. Make sure the nice rounded tip is pointing down. If you can't see it on the camera, well, you should be able to see it when you open your own. So here it is, the opened up version. To check it, all you need is a key. Slide it in, whoa, gently. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to check it as well. So how do you check it? Move it closer to the camera. There. As you can see there, we only have one. Let's see, put this one anywhere. There, I suppose. This one goes, the pointy part goes in. There. You can see that it's wrong. There. This one falls out. Just put it in here. Nope. So what you have to do is make sure these holes are all perfectly covered when you put in the nibs. So this one could go here. Yes, see? This one is perfectly covered. Now, this one is a small one, so you should... Oh yes, the names of these are called key pins, because they are always in contact with the key. Well, the only pins in contact with the key. Oh, yeah, focus it a little more. There. And these flat ones are the ones that are flat on both sides. Whoa, damn it. They're called driver pins, because they drive the key pins into these holes. Yeah. Excuse me a minute while I place them all in. Nope, that's not. Okay. There, that one's nice and flat. Next one. You should probably be working on a more stable environment than this, but for the sake of the camera, I have to be working like this. Otherwise the camera will be able to see even less than it can right now. So yeah, just trial and error. If you, oh yeah, and try not to put these into these holes, because that would just not work. And if any of them you put in and are wrong, you might have seen me doing this. All you need to do, cover all of them and then tip them out. Tip it out. Tip it out. So yeah, that's simple. There. It seems nice. And seeing as I'm not using the back pin, I'll just leave that one out. Let's see, is this one it? Actually no, I'll just put it in for sake. So here it is. I'll bring it close up. Let me get a close-up view. Here, see how it's all flat? That's basically what happens every time you push in your key and pull it out. The keys jumble a little and then they get pulled. That is also why you cannot pull it while it's in turning, because when you're turning it, this part's completely flat. So when you pull it out, like so, see, this one pops up, so it can't be pulled out. Some locks it can be pulled out, but most locks it can't. So now, once you got this one, let me I keep on forgetting to focus. Once you got this one, set it aside. Try not to knock it over. Then you have this one to deal with. If you look inside here, yeah, the camera can't see it because it's a little dark, but there are multiple holes in here. And all you need to do is grab these. Whoa, there goes one. Grab those and yeah, put them in. So once you put them in, just give me a minute or two. Okay, if you want to skip all of this, just click right about here, and there should be an annotation to let you skip to when I'm done with all this. So, yeah. Alright, once you put everything in there, once you spent all that time putting everything in there, try not to lose anything. Push this part in. Depends on which way you want it to face. If you moved one, for instance, you might want it to face this way and insert your key this way, because that way, oh man, that way it would just, you know, make the removed pin on the last pin, which for some reason makes it a little better for me. So all you have to do, stick it in your rounded object this way and push down on all of them. Remember, all of them. If you ever need to let go, just do so slowly. Check if everything is in. If not, take your tweezers, grab whatever is not in, and place it in the right place. There. And so focus on here now. Put this in. It's a little hard. If you need any help with this, call a friend or a relative or someone near you, or just call someone and have them hold this for you, because it's a little difficult. And slowly just slide it in. There! It's in. And now all you have to do is reattach everything. But before you do that, turn it around to its normal area, hold it, and remove this key. That way, it won't fall out. So, next, put in this small, thin spring, stick it in the right hole, and stick this down as well. Make sure it can smoothly slide in and out. Take these two that you removed, put them back together, like so, and put it back into here. Yes, it's very difficult. Oh, and this might pop out once in a while during the opening and closing of this. And just screw it in, and there you have it. If the pin isn't within this area, you can go around and find it. There, and once you hear that click, it's all set back in place. Now if you've rekeyed it, you can now use your new keys. If you were just opening it for fun, well, you now know how to open and close a key, well, a lock. Thank you, and goodbye.